Hi guys, I just wanted to show you the recent. Oh, let me show you this first. This is Nico and Silver. They've been the best of buddies, even despite the adult stage where cats usually become a little bit more, I don't know, like loners. Nico, I think, is being a little bit more serious. He's being more territorial right now, but Silver loves Nico. See him? He's trying to placate him. Nico thinks he's stealing his attention. Nico, be nice. Be nice, Nico. Anyway, I wanted to show you something here. This, as you may recall, if you've seen, for those of you that have been watching and wondering what's going on, this used to be the duck pen. When we first came here in November, at the end of November, might as well say December because it was Thanksgiving, for the aging in the materials that we have used here. Now this was enclosed in this grid, it was about 20 by 20, maybe by 20 by 30. It's a pretty large area. We had our ducks in it. We had no mulch. It was like this. The ground was exactly like this. You can see the difference, right? Well, this is dead soil. We're here to regenerate the soil. Anywhere you see grass is where we had laid down hay for them to go through, because this duck pen was about 50 by 50 with the netting. After we took apart and left this corner for a perch area, we had a tunnel right here, which is now down there by the goat pen. So we've moved this. We thought we could use it for next year. We were prepping it, laying it set. I used a broad fort because there were so many layers of cardboard. Now the reason why I mentioned the timing is because imagine every week, and here there is super rainy and wet. Lots of winter storms this year that were very devastating to a lot of our temporary structures until we did the triangular shape, which held up pretty well. So and I've changed the way I installed the vinyl, and I'll tell you about that later. But I didn't expect to use these beds until next year, but we've been experimenting and planting in different types of ground. Even though the uncovered ground we know is pretty much dead, we try to inoculate it, and trying to see where we need to inoculate it, how much we need to inoculate it with the saturated hay from the goat area. So just to give you guys an update, and this is so promising. I hope it encourages you guys. This area right here was the dog pen. This was and it was a 20 by 20 dog pen. They still have a 20 by 20 dog pen over there. It's two 10 by 10 kennels put together, basically. So layers of cardboard, guys, weekly from December till April, because we had no wood mulch or wood chips. We finally got some wood chips in, and because we are very resource conscious, this is an area that we're renting back here, as you may recall, for visitors that want to learn more about what we're doing here. And family, of course, stay here sometimes. That one is actually family. They're about to move onto their own property. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I step on you, Silver? I'm sorry, baby. Anyway, so we have weekly layers of cardboard on here, sometimes twice a week layers on here. Remember, from December to April. That's a lot of layering of cardboard on top of this clay. The reason why I did the cardboard is because I did not have a bedding for them. I did not want them to be saturated in mud. It was so rainy. I mean, every day was rain. And so you can imagine what it looked like. I would come out here, I would spray off the duck area to keep it as clean as I could for them. And then I came in and I dumped beds in my UTV of wood mulch. It had aged maybe, I don't know, about 3 weeks. I had dumped it on here. Then I turned this into a whole bird yard. It was a bird yard from where that grass is right here. And it would go right before this wood pile right here, all the way up here. We have to move this stuff around. We moved a majority of it, but we have to move more. Went around to this area. You see, anywhere you see there's grass is where hay was laid. This was part of the chicken yard, and it goes up to here to this until you get to this trail right here, and then came back around this pen. So the hay took off in a lot of areas, especially here. I was really happy about that. They really liked laying in this divot. So let's check it out. my first experiment was to take a broad fork at the edge of the pen, crack open air pockets. And by the way, I did broad fork through the cardboard for aeration because it did start smelling more anaerobic, because the cardboard layers were so tight and saturated that there was no air getting into them. So I would take the broad fork about, I really should have done it once a week, but I did it maybe twice, 3 times a month if I had the time. So check out this. This was planted 2 weeks after my husband planted in our the normal beds in the back, and these are 4 times as big as the ones that I planted 2 weeks later. This is bottle gourd. It'll have beautiful large moonflowers on it. I just did it as an experiment just to see if this was ready for planting. This was the strongest area where the runoff comes in. Hardly mulched, okay, on this side, because I concentrated the mulching on exactly where they were staying. So this is just outside of that, and where the strongest concentration of waste was after the wood chips were filtering it, or the cardboard. Now take a look at this side. Take a look at this side. You are going to see, let's see if I can get back a little bit. Yeah, that's how big those leaves are. And this is amazing plant. It's very healthy. Not many people know about it. What you do need to know about bottle gourd, if you eat it, a lot of people from India do understand how to eat it. They know a lot more recipes than I do. I just cook it in a very traditional Korean Thai way. Sorry about the camera work. I'm trying to train. I'll just come back through and train it. But look at those tendrils. Oh my gosh. This is so huge. So quickly, so huge. Now this one did get burnt. The chickens were still roosting in this corner right here. That one got burnt, but it's making a comeback. I don't know if it'll be stunted or not. Another amazing thing is, check out all these first leaf plants. Let's see, they have their first leaves. We have cantaloupe and zucchini and sunflowers in this one. And the sunflowers we just planted yesterday. I'm curious how fast they'll come up because they're fast growers anyway. We just planted these, I think it was Saturday, today, about a week ago. And you can see, I hope you can see it. Let me get my shadow out of the way. See if I can get my shadow out of the way. Can you see that? Check out how big these baby first leaf plants are. Every single one we planted came up, guys. Every seed we planted came up, and we overplanted. Because of our experience here so far, we've overplanted. But this is what animals will do. This is in a circle. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to come at the beginning of the spiral. That's corn and cucumbers. Corn and cucumbers and sunflowers are planted on the edges over here. This is amazing. Every single one has popped up and they're healthy. It has not rained in I think a week and a half to almost 2 weeks now. And there was still moisture. We raked back the wood mulch. You want aged wood mulch, right? You want to rake it back. And then what we did was we took a broad fork to try to not disturb the soil, the microbiomes in there as much as possible. We took a broad fork and we cracked the earth, the cardboard and the earth open to plant our seeds in. Now the cardboard is really thick, so the chances are we just got into the cardboard, but this is what's happening in this garden. It is amazing. We just have the netting up right now, this electric netting. It's not even on. It's just keep the turkeys out. They were scratching in it. Even with them scratching over there, all that came up. All of it came up. So I don't know if you can see very well over here. I don't know if you can see all these plants coming up. But this is a very fertile area that used to look like this. So if we can do this, you can do this. It is a lot of work, but for years to come, all we'll have to do is top this off with more mulch in the off season. Come back, replant, and by that time, we'll have, like when it's off season, we will have the netting off where the animals can come, scratch, do whatever, get the remaining parts of what was left over, just not leaving anything wasted. Now these are looks like the goats really love this pokeweed right here. Isn't that incredible? If you could only see the size of this thing, it's over 6 feet tall. And it's a very tropical looking plant to me. A lot of people consider it a bad weed, but I don't, because it provides food for not only me early on when it's younger, but it also provides food for the goats and pollinators to come in. We've got everything that you see that looks like a tree or a bush is a pokeweed right now. Even though we have fruit trees planted, not back here right now. I did plant a willow, but my goats ripped the chicken wire fencing I had around it, got in there and rubbed some of the cambium off of it. I'm hoping that it survives, but my experience with that happening to trees is that it's very, very, very low chance of survival. So right now we've got weeping cherry for ornamental. We have the North Star cherry tree. We have the black plum. We have figs. Some of my figs did survive from last year. Over here where that orange construction fence is are galaxy peaches and pawpaws. Two pawpaws, two galaxy peaches. As a guild with blueberry bushes. And then I will also plant some more annuals and perennials over there. But so far so good. That willow's right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but I had to reinforce it. Chicken wire just is not holding up to goats rubbing up against it and ripping it. I see you. I see you, Silver. But anyway, I just want to give you guys an update. I haven't done a video in a while. My camera really does not do well with the busted lens. So until that's resolved, my videos are probably going to be a little bit slower because I have to find the opportunities to shoot where it actually looks decent. So I'll be looking over this and deciding whether or not that's going out. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. As you can see, oh, one more thing. I have 42 chickens about to hatch in about 2 days. And I'm hoping for all hens. Last batch, I got mostly roosters. So you guys keep your fingers crossed. Give me a prayer. Keep me in your prayers. Keep us in your prayers. And hopefully that'll turn out well for us as far as hens to kind of balance what we have so far. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. And I hope you have a wonderful day.